Hi guys, welcome back to Welcome Home Custom. Today we are going to learn how to assemble our card box with 3 different lid options. Let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is hop into the slots folder, and you're going to see all these different sizes. The last 3 numbers correspond with the inches of the slot. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our material and we are going to use the free kerf tool in the Super Freebies section on the website. And we're going to slide our material in each slot until we find a really good fit. We want it tight, but not so tight that it's bowing the wood. Now we're going to hop back over to the slot section and select the slot that matched the tool. Now you'll notice again there's a 1-inch square. Always check that to make sure it's still 1 by 1 inch. Now this is designed, it can be a one sheet wonder. So if you decide to use option A, which is a completely scored lid, we can go ahead and import that now and shift things around just a little bit and it will fit on a smaller sheet of wood. Now again, this isn't as fancy, but it does get the job done if you wanted something that's a quick and easy project. Now let's go in a little bit more detail on the different lids. So like I said, there is option A where it's all scored and it's a very quick and easy project. Then you've got option B where you can cut these materials out of different woods and give you a slight variation in look. Gives it just a little bit of a richer feel without a ton of work. And then you've got option C. Option C is basically kind of like a quilt. There are a lot of pieces, but I'm telling you, it is worth it. And that is what we're going to assemble today. Now here's an example of a scored lid. So we will still adhere it to the base lid, really to give it a little bit more weight. And then we add this as a lip so that the lid stays in place. Here's another example of it in mahogany. And then here is the option B where you can see I'm using mahogany for the rim. I have walnut for the sides and then cherry for the center. And then mahogany on the back with, again, walnut. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. And now let's go ahead and review this craziness that we have going on. So that's our base lid. That is our rim. This will attach to the bottom of the base lid. And now we have all the pieces of the box. So this is the base of the box. We have the longer sides that go on either side. And then these are the ends. These cover our slots on the ends. And then this is the center bracket. And then of course, all our pieces for the quilt. So first thing we're gonna do is assemble the sides. We're basically going to make a big box. Of course, I made my slots really tight, so I've got to really work them in there, but that is the sign of a good slot. I rarely use glue with my boxes because I make my slots so tight. So I usually have a hammer on hand to really pound things in. So we will need to insert 2 of the long sides into one of the short sides and then finish with inserting the other short side to complete the square box. Again, grab the hammer if you need to pound in the slots just a little bit more. Now we're just going to lay the box right over the slots of the base and lightly tap them in, working our way around, not forcing it too much, but just gradually pounding it in. Now we can start on adding the center piece as well as gluing on the sides to cover up the slots. The center piece will just insert fairly easily into the middle. And then the sides just glue onto each side, covering up the slots. Please note there is a slight rounded corner on the top, and you'll want that up, and the pointy corner needs to be on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and clamp these as they dry, and then move on to assembling the quilt. Now, just like any of my quilt designs, we are going to want to organize all of the pieces 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, etc., etc. Now, this is going to make your life a lot easier when you go to place the pieces. So I've grabbed my color planner from the folder and printed it out, and I am using it to place all of my pieces. You'll note that the pieces have the number right side up. So as long as you have the number facing the same direction as it is on the color planner, the piece should fit in perfectly. And again, all the pieces are adjusted with a kerf offset. Now what I'm going to do is use another piece and flip over everything so that I can glue my lid to my design piece. And I am just going to spread out all the glue with my silicone brush and then place the lid right back on top. And then we are going to flip the whole thing back over again, check all of our pieces, and set the wood back on top and weigh it down to dry. Okay, so now we're dry, and check and see how everything looks. Now I am going to need to give this a good sanding, and I found sanding it after the fact worked a lot better and easier than trying to sand all those little tiny pieces. And we'll finish it up with a little bit of tung oil, and then I realized I forgot to glue the lip on the back, so we'll do that real quick and we are all done. Okay guys, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Make sure to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Have a great day!